item. It's from the Holmes Blizzard, folks. It is so much more than a fan. I gotta tell you, we're in the first week of August. We've got a long way to go before it starts getting chilly. And then when it does start getting a little colder outside, then we're gonna wanna circulate heat in our homes. This is not your usual fan. It's a Holmes Blizzard. It has something that's truly remarkable and quite a bit different. It's a fan within a fan. And by doing what they do, you circulate considerably more air throughout a room than just a regular bladed fan chopping through the air. I've got it sale priced, which is wonderful because you need it right now. And we've got it at less than $34. I've got one color left. All the other colors have sold out. I get to introduce you to Kyle Shankak. Welcome.
How's it going, Dan?
I'm doing great, buddy. It was good to see you this morning.
Of course.
This is one of the hardest working guys on TV that you don't see very often on TV. You're always behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes most of the time, but here we are with the Holmes Blizzard, you know?
This thing is different. It really is designed to move air throughout an entire room, regardless of how big or small that room might be. A regular fan can only blow a column of air. We'll show with the bubble machine a little bit later on how the bubbles go everywhere. You'll see bubbles that are 25 feet in the air and at every corner. How does it work and what makes it different?
That's right. So it's a Holmes, and Holmes has been on QVC for about 20 years, bringing you appliances that make you more comfortable in the home. And what's different about this fan, it's that rotating grill, and you see it here. You have 5 typical fan blades, and then you pair it with 42 extra fan blades that rotate counterclockwise from the regular fan blade.
So it has to split that air up.
Right, and that's what's splitting that air up delicately across the room, and that's what's giving you 70% more air distribution across the room.
That's at the high speed, but you and I were talking this morning, this is remarkable. On the low set.
On the low speed, yeah, you're gonna get 30% more than a traditional fan.
So the whole idea of keeping you cooler in your home is to move air. If you don't move air across the room, you feel stagnant. It is really a softer, friendlier way to be able to maximize your air conditioning if you have it.
That's right.
Or there's still some folks who don't like air conditioning, but they want to be cool. This will do it. The reviews have been great, and I urge you to give us a phone call. Our testimonial line is 1-800-600-1556. If you own one of the Blizzards, give us a phone call. I'd like to put you on the air and we'll talk about it because the old competition just isn't the same anymore.
Right, and that's what I always like to say. I'm sure you're very familiar with this box fan. It's been popping up since early spring in all those big box stores. It's big, it's clunky, and it's harsh. It's no good for anyone in the room.
Right.
Everyone hates them. So we're moving on. We're moving on to the Blizzard.
They were also very noisy. Both of the air circulators that we have on the table in front of us are turned on full blast. You don't hear them at all. The oscillating fan was kind of a big tease. You had to be sitting in front of that column of air while it was hitting you or you felt nothing.
Then we move into the Blizzard, which is going to give you that 70% more air distribution than the other 2 previous fans that we saw here in this animation. And once again, we bring it all the way back to the 42 extra rotating fan blades in front of our regular 5 blade fan blade here.
And we have a bubble machine, and we just turned the bubble machine on and put a Holmes Blizzard behind it. Now watch this. If it were a regular fan, it would be a column of bubbles. It's not. The bubbles are already going straight to the ceiling, which here is almost 40 feet.
Right.
And this is a big, big space, but I see bubbles over there, over there. That's the whole idea, is move the air everywhere.
Exactly.
Plus, it's kind of cool when you have a bubble machine.
Exactly, and I like to use the metaphor of a garden hose, right? With this, you're just getting that jet stream of air pointed right at your face, and it's gonna dry out your sinuses, it's gonna dry out your skin. Think of putting the garden hose on the spray mode. Okay. That's adding this extra rotating grill. That's gonna disperse the air across the room and delicately shower you with a nice flow of air.
And you feel it. I mean, here's what's crazy. You and I are 15, 20 feet?
Yeah, 20 feet away here, I'd say.
I absolutely can feel the cooling effects of that. But if I go over here, I'm not even in the way of the fan, and I can still feel the effects from that one. And you'll notice the bubbles are everywhere. And that's because you're circulating more air. It's supposed to be 100 degrees or more later this weekend here in the Philadelphia area in terms of heat index. The reviews have been remarkable. Here's one, works great, looks great, great little fan for the price. It really does circulate the air without having to move it from side to side. I will say this, having the remote control on a fan is nice too.
Yeah, I know. I have a ceiling fan at home, but it doesn't have 4 speeds, and it doesn't have a remote that comes with it.
This person has said they had purchased a half a dozen of these for myself and different family members. All love them. Work better than any fan we've ever had, and are so. Well, we didn't finish the rest of that one. Boy, that was a teaser.
Oh yeah, there we go.
We're down to one color, but that to me, I wouldn't care if this thing were purple with leopard print. I need it. This time of year, our air conditioners can't possibly make you fully comfortable. And keep in mind, cold air settles. So if you put this near the register, in fact, we've got one set up right over here, and I want to show people this. If you want to maximize your air conditioner, set your Holmes Blizzard near that register, because air conditioning tends to come out and roll across the floor. With this, it picks it up and disperses it up into your whole area of your room, like we saw the bubbles, so we can enjoy the cool air that we pay for.
Exactly, yeah. I like to call it a turbocharger for your HVAC unit.
Okay.
Because it's really taking that air out of the floor unit and it's blasting it across the room. Not only is this gonna disperse air from the front, but if I turn it around, you'll see that there's a lot of suction coming from the back here. So if you put it in front too, you're gonna get that same, you're gonna get that same
to move
effect.
air, you've got to draw air. It's a give and take.
Exactly.
They're amazing little pieces of equipment. We're going to go off, say hello to Betty. Betty's phoning from Massachusetts. Betty, welcome to the program. How are you?
Yeah. Good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Doing great.
Doing all right? Do you already have one of these?
Yes, I bought mine, I think it was last week sometime.
Okay.
And I got it, and my husband didn't say anything like, where did you get this or anything, because we have one clunker one of those old clunker ones that you cover with the screen.
Yep.
And so I said, I'm tired of that because it makes noise at night and I can't sleep. And I don't really like the air conditioning because it's too cold. So when I got that, my husband goes, what are you going to do with that one? I said, that's going to be in the living room for me. You can use it, but that's mine.
What did he say, Betty?
Nothing.
Oh,
so
that's funny.
I got the clunker one in the bedroom, so I'm thinking about maybe later on I'll get another one and I can throw the clunker one out because those are like yucky,
Well,
But I love this fan because you can set it if you don't want to run all night, so it can shut off by itself, and it's quiet, and it gives a good, breeze for the air and everything, and I really love it.
It gives you all the modern amenities that every fan should have. So, and I remember those old boxy, clunky fans, as you call it. And
Yeah.
I was the sleep timer. My wife would give me the elbow and the ribs to make me get out of bed, walk across the room, and turn the fan off at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to have a built-in sleep timer, or even better, a remote control, and you get both.
Oh, I love it. And I said, well, look at all the colors. And then I said, they're still selling them. I said, maybe later on I'll just get one and I won't tell them. And I'm not going to tell them that I'm going to throw the clunker one away. He'll probably say, why? They'll say, because I love this one. I want to put another one in the bedroom, It's really, really nice. I got the black one. If I had a purple one, I get that. But I'm happy. It doesn't matter what color it is. It still does its work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this late in the season, I was happy that we even had the tan left in inventory. The black one that you bought sold out a couple, days ago.
Really?
It's nice to be able to meet
Wow.
you, Betty. Thank you so much.
You're
for
very
saying
welcome.
hello.
I'm glad
Pleasure.
I could come through and give you my testimonial. I'm so happy.
Me too.
Thanks, Betty.
Thanks, Betty.
Take care. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You'll notice that it's tilted just a little bit, and the reason for that, again, is to pick air up and move it up to where we are.
Exactly.
It disperses that air completely. We'll turn our little bubble machine on again here in just a second. They now call fans air multipliers, air circulators, because a regular fan blade can only push a column of air. That screen that you put on the top is what makes the difference.
Exactly, that's the big difference right there. And so you're familiar with the box fan. That's going to give you that extremely harsh one tunnel of wind. Then we move on to the oscillating fan, and it's going to be kind of the same idea, but now it goes back and forth across the room. You're kind of chasing it across the room, which is pretty annoying. Now we have the Blizzard fan, which is going to give you that rotating grill counterclockwise from the original fan blade, and it's going to disperse that air nicely across the room. It's going to give you everything you really need in a fan. And you know what, Dan? I like to say everyone needs a fan. Why not have a great one?
I agree. And we're in the beginning of August. I don't know where everyone lives, but I'll tell you, August is not the end of the heat season. September is equally as bad. You know, you get to a certain age where you're warm all the time
Right.
or cold all the time.
Right.
We turn the bubble machine back on. Notice how the bubbles aren't just in a stream, in a column. They are literally everywhere in this room. The most amazing part is that they're up to the ceiling.
Yeah, and this is what 25-foot ceiling, probably more, and
yeah.
no lack of space nonetheless. And we have bubbles everywhere, and it's all accredited to the Holmes Blizzard fan
Yeah.
and this rotating grill.
You feel the breeze over here.
Yeah, you
I
feel it everywhere.
Over here. You feel it everywhere.
And one thing I'd like to mention, we have 5 fans running here, and we're not screaming
Right.
at each
Yep.
other. And it's because we have that nice little lull. And another cool feature we have here, I don't think we got to it yet, is the fact that it has the whisper function.
Okay.
So
for
the
nighttime, yeah.
For nighttime, yeah. So that first speed you're going to see here, that's our whisper function.
You won't even hear it.
You won't
at
even hear
all.
it, but you'll feel it.
And-
You move on, and then you have low, medium, high, 2 through 4. But the real kicker is what I don't see in a lot of modern ceiling fans here. It's this breeze function. And what that's going to do, it's going to take
Yep.
you through all 4 speeds simultaneously.
Now, this one, by the way, we just had a nice lady on Facebook. What was her name, Scott? Jessica saw that and it goes, it looks like somebody's sleeping. Is that a sleep timer? And the answer is yes. Because for a lot of people, when you lay down, it's still very warm out, especially if the bedroom is on a second floor.
Exactly.
And then around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, things chill off and you get cold. So how long is the sleep timer setting for?
So we have buttons here for 2 hours,
Yep.
4 hours, and 8 hours. But you can combine them to go up to 14 hours of a sleep timer.
I'll tell you what, you know why I like the 8-hour timer? Is I am notorious for forgetting to shut something off.
I'm the exact same way.
As energy efficient as these are, and they very much are energy efficient, it makes no sense for me to have air circulating in a bedroom when I'm outside working on the farm. So this thing basically shuts itself off every morning after I get up, and I don't worry about it.
I'm a serial offender of leaving everything on, and honestly, it's
Yeah.
it's the biggest perk of owning this fan. I won't lie. And another thing, a lot of people think that fans are just for the summer. They're
No.
really not, because if you put this in front of your floor vent in the winter, it's going to make the room a nice cozy
Every
place.
house, I don't care who it is, when it was designed, when it was built, what have you. Everybody has one room that is way hotter than the others. It may
Exactly.
be location, maybe it's the one above the garage, what have you. For me, I have cold spots in my house during the winter because it's a very old stone farmhouse with, I joke, a Civil War boiler.
Wow.
So I'll use my Holmes Blizzard fan in the middle of the winter when it's February and it's 11 degrees outside. I'll use it to circulate air out of my den area, which is usually pretty warm, over to that bedroom area, which usually is 10 degrees or more colder. And it does a great job. And it's not me alone that says this. The customer ratings have been wonderful. I'm down to one color, and I've got a great sale price. I love that sale price is when you still need it. You know, the best time of year to buy your snowblower is right now in the middle of August. How
That's
about being
exactly
able
right.
to buy the fan you need today at a sale price? Retail value, by the way, is $46 and change. These were made for the QVC audience. Yeah, it doesn't weigh much.
So this weighs about 5.5 pounds,
That's
which means
great.
it's extremely portable. You're going to be able to take this from the garage to the kitchen to vent out maybe all those smells that you're cooking. Anywhere you need it in the house, it's going to fit in because it's stylish. It's portable, and might I add, a really nice compartment here for cord storage.
Yeah.
So it's going to go everywhere, it's going to fit everywhere, it's going to look good, and it's going to get the job done.
By the way, I forgot to mention this, the 2 AA batteries for the remote control, that comes with the fan. The minute you get this thing home, you're ready to rock and roll. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I had it wrong. AAA batteries. Thank you, Scott. Keeping me honest. I appreciate that. Over 200 ordered today. $33.98 is the price tag. Enjoy it. We've got more summer yet to come. All right, here's something else that's coming up. And already over 4,000 ordered. This is the new set.